morning, everyone, and welcome to another Clean for Free. Yes, you heard that right. I am actually going on a Clean for Free today. Isn't it your lucky day? Today, we are doing someone's office. Okay, here we are. This is the office space that we are going to be cleaning out today. It is a his and hers. This is his and this is hers. And she needed help getting her medicines also sorted out. And just some pictures on the floor she didn't quite know what to do with. And all this paperwork we're going to sort through. It feels good doing a Clean for Free finally after all this time. I don't know how long it's been, but I took a really long break from it for a number of reasons, really. I thought we were going to be moving and that I wouldn't have, and that I had limited time to get our house ready for sale, but I am not sure if that's happening now. I mean, it's going to happen eventually, but I thought it was going to happen this spring. But it's looking like it might be next spring. So I'm still going to finish my little fishbowl project. Don't worry. As you can see, the first thing I did was get rid of that trash on the floor that was in this box. And now I am going to get rid of all this medicine. I'm going to put it all together and I'm going to put it out at a kitchen table and we're going to sort through it and see what all we got. So I do have a background in nursing and medical transcription, and I do have I am a registered health information technician also. But anyway, so I'm going to help her with all of this because some of it, it's duplicate stuff and, we could put those together, but, I just wanted to make sure, with the dosages and stuff like that you're not mixing different strengths and, we're checking expiration dates and all that kind of stuff. Okay, I got rid of all the medicine. Now I'm going to get rid of anything that is not office related. Since this is an office, we're going to make this into a legit office because Mac from Midwest Magic Cleaning, he says the reason why rooms get cluttered is because you have more than one purpose going on in here. So the purpose of this room is to pay bills and to store your paperwork, and I would say books and a couple little decor items, but mostly, it's going to be office stuff. So let me clear this off. So anything that I found that seems like it should be in the bathroom, I just kind of made a pile for the bathroom out in the hallway. And some other stuff that seemed like it was, let's see, what other pile did I have? I can't remember, but you'll end up seeing it later. I had like a Christmas pile, and yeah, you'll see. But anyway, it just feels good to be doing this again. I have to find another house. I'm scared. I don't know how to do it. Okay, so there was some perfume stuff and a couple little office supply stuff, and I found some more medicine. So now I'm going to put the book with the books, this paperwork over here with the rest of the paperwork. I'm going to clean this all off and then arrange it so it looks cute. I'm going to do that next. Most of what I find in people's houses when I do help them is that if you just simply put like with like, it actually cleans up itself. But anyway, I found a new channel that I want you to know about, and it is called My Disorderly Lifestyle. And she is a hoarder, and she is going to be cleaning out her house. So if you want to follow on her journey, you should follow her and tell her I sent you.
Okay, I should have said this is an organize for free because there's not a lot of cleaning that needs to be done. Maybe just, I don't know, some dusting. But organizing is my favorite. Now, I don't know if that printer works, so when she gets back, I'm going to have to ask her. And if it does not, I'm getting rid of it. And if they don't use it, I could donate it. Well, I don't think they take donations of that. I know one place that does, though. So anyway, next, I'm going to remove the paperwork off of this desk and clean it off and make it look good. So I'm going to do that next.
So anyway, My Disorderly Lifestyle, I will put a link to her channel in the description. She is going to need a lot of support because she's just starting, and she gave a tour of her home, and it's just going to be so uplifting for people who do have hoarding disorder to watch her channel. I really think if she keeps it up, this is going to be great for them to, see, because she's seeing a counselor, right? And the counselor is giving her homework assignments, and she's going to let us in on what those homework assignments are. Anyway, back to that printer. It does work, and she is going to keep it. And there's also another brand new printer that's still in the box that they might keep and have. I guess they're just going to have two printers. I don't know. But maybe later she'll decide to do something with the other one or whatever. I don't really know. But I'm taking this paperwork off of this desk in the piles that it was in. And the only thing that I'm going to be doing is storing it vertically for them so that it's still in the same piles, but it's just going to be upright so that it takes up less space and it looks less intimidating when you walk in. And yeah, it'll all still be there. I don't throw away anybody's paperwork or anything like that, unless it was obvious junk mail, like advertisements, But anyway, that is what I'm doing.
Okay, I got rid of all the paperwork on the desk, and I just put like items with like items. I got a box. I brought some of these from home just in case I needed them. So here's a box of electronics. And now I'm going to clean and dust this whole thing off and then arrange it nicely without the paperwork. Okay, I got the desk all done. So now I could either do the top of the desk or I could do this bookshelf. I'm thinking maybe I'll do the bookshelf next. So let me just get to that.
Yeah, I don't know if you noticed or not, but my camera, I accidentally didn't film cleaning off the desk and arranging the stuff on the desk. Oops. Anyway, most of the stuff that is on this bookshelf is books. Go figure. Anyway, look how many books there were in that one little tiny cubby. I mean, those were really stacked.
I got the table all cleared off, and now I was going to wait until she gets back and ask her if there's any of these books that she wants to declutter first. And if so, then we will only put back what she wants. Okay, and now the next thing, so I have three options. I could do this section under the desk, or I could work on this section on the floor here. Maybe I will do this section. Yes, let me do that section first to get it up off the floor.
I decided to go with the highest impact. Now, this computer that I'm untangling right now, she ended up putting it in a plastic bin and storing it out in her shed because her husband has to go through it before he gets rid of it and make sure all his personal information is off of it. But he does not want to keep it, so he is going to get rid of it, but he has to double check it first. So, and then I'm just going to leave those pictures there until I ask her about them.
This area is cleaned out. I have to ask her about those pictures though. And there's a few more spots on the floor that I need to clear out. One is under the desk, one is under this desk, and then there's a little pile right there. I think I'll work on that little pile right there first. See, it's just a small little pile.
It's a small pile, but it has a big impact.
Okay, we are going to work on this section right down under here. Here's a trash can. Here's a pen. Wait, why am I doing this? I'm supposed to be in hyperlapse.
So the paper shredder that's under the desk actually doesn't work. So I threw that away and put all the paper that was inside of it in the recycle bin. And yeah, just getting out all this stuff out from under here so I can vacuum later.
Okay, everything out from there is all taken care of. And now we only have one spot left on the floor. I'll show you where it is. Right here. This area here needs to be cleaned out next.
One of these bins was medicine and the other one fit perfectly in that little bookshelf area. It's like for wrapping presents and stuff. There's just like some tape and bows and whatnot in there. So that was a easy little pile that packed a lot of punch also.
That spot's all cleared out now. A lot of the stuff I'm going to have to ask her about, but I'm going to go ahead and try to let's see, maybe I should start trying to organize the paperwork or something. Well, here, let me show you something. Okay, I do have some stuff that needs to go out of here that I know isn't going to belong in here. Okay, and I do have, oh, I was going to do this, the top of that. Okay, let's get busy on this other section.
I can't believe I forgot that top area. Doesn't that little lamp look so cute? I didn't think it was going to work. I went to plug it in because it wasn't plugged in, and I thought, oh no, it probably doesn't work since it's not plugged in, but it worked, and it just looks so cute. And it makes the desk look so shiny. Anyway, I had a brilliant idea because I didn't want to have to wait for her to ask her about those books. And I thought, wow, I could really spread out all the books if I put them up here. And that way you could see all the titles instead of having them all piled in that one itty bitty tiny little section. So that is what I ended up doing. But it doesn't show you that right now because I forgot that I just wiped it off and put that stuff back there first. Anyway, this paperwork section, I ended up putting everything that was in there back in there, but I just, stacked it nicer and cleaned off the little plastic shelves and stuff and dusted them down. And anyway, this was a really fun project. I was there for 4.5 hours altogether, in case you're wondering.
That is all done there. And these are all books. This is a pile of paperwork I got to go put out in the other room with the other paperwork. We can sort that later. But I brought some storage containers with me. I'm just gonna put the batteries in here.
If you see that little white box on the floor in the hallway right outside the door, that's the new printer that I was talking about. And that little bin on top of the desk with the black top and the little drawers, that's the little bin that fits perfectly in that little bookshelf area.
There. I'll just put the batteries right there. So I'm gonna take the paperwork out.
When I do clean for freeze, I don't like to stop and take the time to like go out for lunch or have like a sit down meal or anything. I always just bring a protein bar, so that's what I'm eating.
I'm gonna ask her about this to go somewhere else.
That is a Christmas thing.
If we can get rid of, oh, you can't see me. I'm gonna ask her if we can get rid of, well, these are garbage bags.
So I put those back in the kitchen.
This is trash. These are what I was using. I think this is trash.
Yes, that was some packaging.
Okay, this computer stuff, I don't know if it works or not. This, I think, is trash. These can go in the money jar. These candles.
I'm not sure what she ended up doing with those. She put them somewhere, though.
See, she had said she wanted to get rid of this desk. The only way that's going to happen is if we can clean it out. Now this, unless she wants to set it up like a vanity, somewhere that she can do her makeup or something, you know, like a his and hers, because he does the bills, and then she can have this stuff here. Because I did find some perfume, and this mirror here, and I know I'm using furniture polish, but I just don't feel like going and looking for stuff right now. So this will be good enough. Yeah, and then this is more computer stuff, which I don't know what to do with that. I don't know where the vacuum is. I don't know if she wants those pictures, and I don't know which books she wants. So I can either start working on the medicine or the paperwork, or I can call her and ask her where's the vacuum. Maybe I should start. Maybe I should text her. I decided to put all the books up there because that way I don't have to ask her about them and she can go through them later, which saves room here in this little nook for that thing. So I'm gonna wipe it off.
I'm just using furniture polish for everything. I never said I was a professional cleaner, okay?
And put it in here. And then, I'm going to put these, I can put these on here.
Yeah, I'm not the best at decorating anything. This desk she does not want, but it still has stuff in the cupboards and drawers. And she's not ready to go through all that stuff yet because she doesn't really know where to put it. And we kind of ran out of time and energy because it takes a lot out of someone to have to go through and answer a bunch of questions and make decisions on their stuff. So that'll just have to wait for another day.
Yeah, this is looking pretty good. And I think I'm going to go work on the medicine or the paperwork. I don't know which one I should do. Start sorting through that stuff. That's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna show you all the medicine. So it's there, in that purse, all over here, all in that bag, all over here, and then this whole hamper. And then I'll show you all the paperwork. It's all there and there. And then here's that computer. And then this I'm gonna need to sort the paperwork with.
Okay, when she came back, she was so overwhelmed. I felt so bad because our house was so nice and tidy and everything was just looked so nice. And then now look at the counters, all that stuff that's all over all the counters except for that set of knives and that little 3-tiered tray of food was not there before I got here and messed it all up. But yeah, I'm just putting like with this paperwork and gonna store it vertically. And then I get on to this vacuuming. This is the satisfying part. I'm not the greatest at putting those fancy lines in the carpet when I vacuum, but I did my best. It turned out great. I'm a firm believer in that statement. So here is the before video to remind you of how much there was in this office. And now, here is the after. Stress-free. When you walk in, it's just very calming, relaxing, and tidy. And it smells good too, like furniture polish.
So all the paperwork is still here. It's just organized by category.
And now for those of you who prefer photo before and afters, what do you think of that? And here's another one, the floor. And now, ta-da! And last but not least, the desk. And now, serenity. And I hope you enjoyed it. Okay, the last before and after picture I have for you is this medicine. That's literally a laundry hamper on the far left, and all those bags and boxes on the table. And now she's down to just these 2 things. The one on top is her dailies, and the one underneath is just the extras that she uses either as needed or their backup. That was quite fun.
Thank you so much for hanging out with me today while I did this clean for free. And here is all the stuff she got rid of, except for that box right back there. That's my donate.
Oh, real quick, I wanted to show you dropping off the medicine.
And with that, I will see you next week. Love you. Bye.